Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and I wanted to give you a quick poppy update here from my garden in central North Carolina, zone 7. We of course had a frost last night on April 19th, but all the plants look good. I'm really glad we did bring everything that was tender indoors because, well, that would be very disappointing. But the poppies were untouched. Of course, they are cool season. They don't mind the temperature fluctuations. And there's a ton of poppy buds that I wanted to show you. So let's just take a quick stroll so you can see where my fall poppies, my fall sown poppies are at this stage in the middle of April. Well, you can see these poppies in this feed tank. So the soil is extra warm. They've grown really, really fast. And you see there are buds. They're not open yet, but coming soon. Same thing with a lot of these in the ground. Obviously, they're a little smaller. Oh, I do see some cold damage you can see on the leaves. But for the most part, the plants themselves didn't get too much cold damage. And there's flower buds basically just starting to appear. So maybe by the end of the weekend, have some blooms in full flower. Now, of course, I noticed these yesterday, and you can see these are much farther along, but they are still in their swan nod stage. So when these are ready to open, the stem will actually go upright, and of course, the petals will come out. But you see, these are all self-sown. Look, this one right here, it's growing in a crack on the patio. You see all these self-sown ones are pretty far along. Of course, they're getting good full sun. This is southwest exposure. And over here, I'm really disappointed that a lot of these are so small. This was like my best area for early poppy germination. And for some reason, like everything is super stunted, but small but mighty, the very first flower of 2022. Now you see, this is a really tiny little plant. Look, the garlics are so much larger, but it still counts. First poppy flower. Again, you can see these more buds starting to elongate. Again, right on the edge, these were all self-sown. A little bit worried that I don't have as many poppies as I usually do. I think I do this to myself every year though. Now this one is a really big plant, self-sown in the Chapel Hill grit. Lots of flower buds coming. I'm gonna say maybe by the weekly garden tour, we will have some real poppy flowers in full bloom. Of course, the Eschscholzia californica, the California poppies, have been blooming for over a week, and they are just so pretty. I am so charmed by them. Now, this section of poppies wasn't sown until the beginning of January, so they're a lot farther behind. There's definitely a timing difference from those others. Those self-sown ones would have started growing like as early as October. These were self-sown in here. Not quite as far ahead as the ones on the other side of the property. Same thing with this border. These are all a little bit farther behind because these weren't sown until the beginning of January. So hopefully some of these will be blooming in May. It's a good thing we got some rain, and I have not fertilized at all. I'm not planning to fertilize. To be honest, these cool season crops can generally just get what they need from the soil. And the poppy experiment, it almost looks like the ones I thinned look worse. Yeah, I think I'm not sure that I'm going to recommend thinning. I think my main recommendation is going to be to not over sow to begin with. So out here in the main bed for spring show, none of the poppies are really even showing buds yet. But the bachelor buttons are doing their thing, starting to bloom, and they will have so many flowers. Same thing, the larkspur is not open yet, but coming. So, yeah, probably another week or more for these areas to actually start to really get into full swing for flowering. Well, I hope this quick poppy update will be helpful for you to gauge what yours are looking like compared to mine. And yeah, I really am excited for the coming weeks when this spring show really starts to come to fruition. So be sure to tune in for my weekly garden tours. And if you're available, come on out to the Spring Open Garden on Saturday, May 7th from noon to 4 p.m. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.